sponsored by Plant Supplements, the elite plant-based nutrition supplement company. Provides you with support for all of your goals, whether that's building muscle, losing fats, improving your performance in the gym, and getting some great night rest. All right. So if you're tired of people asking you constantly, where do you get your protein? Tell them bbpsubs.com. Come over and grab you some vegan protein powder, chocolate frosty flavor. 110 calories per serving with 22 grams of protein. And if you don't like chocolate, we got a vanilla ice cream as well. You get your pre-workout powder so you can be a beast in the gym, and the creatine to support that muscle growth, all right? And if you really need some great night rest, go ahead and grab you some nightcaps. Good melatonin, gonna help you be knocked out, not waking up in the middle of the night, none of that bad stuff, all right? So bbpsubs.com, use the checkout code BBP10 and save 10% off your whole order. On top of that, free shipping over any order over $75. bbpsubs.com. Let's get back to the episode. What is up? What is up, good people? Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you all hopping in. If you're watching the replay, hope you all enjoy what we got to share today. So, a few things before we get started, all right? Some of you all may be new to the channel. Some of you all may have been part of the channel from the very beginning. You all know hasn't been the most consistent over time, all right? I'll get into the phase where I'm posting a lot of good content, grocery shopping tours, those type of things, and just getting feedback because I spend a majority of my time over on Instagram. But I really want to build up this YouTube community. I really want to build up a community of people that are really trying to hit their goals, a community of people that are honestly trying to progressively get better, whether that's focusing on fat loss, focusing on building muscle on a plant-based diet, or just eating, more of a whole plant-based diet, right? Going 100% plant-based, 100% vegan, whatever that means to you specifically. All right. So I'm going to get extremely consistent. That's a promise now. All right. So we're going to be doing a couple of things on this channel. The first thing is more videos like this, more videos of me just going live, just giving you all just in-depth concepts and information that you all can take and apply that same day, honestly, right? So that's one of the main things. The other thing is going to be podcast. All right, we're going to be doing a weekly podcast, and it's not just solely going to be specifically on food focus or working out, those type of things. It's going to be mindset a lot as well, because over the years of just coaching people and helping people reach their goals, that's one of the biggest things that I learned that a lot of us struggle with, is staying consistent and staying in the right mind frame to be consistent without working out. A lot of us struggle with like having the motivation to go to the gym, finding that motivation, finding that willpower to do what we got to do to stay consistent. We be good for a week, we kill it for a week, we get to the gym, we eating good. The weekend comes, we forget that we were dieting, we forget that we were working out, and it's just this cycle of starting and stopping and starting and stopping, and it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle for a lot of us to stay this type of consistent, right? So I really want you all to take a lot from this channel. I want you all insight, all right? I want you all commenting and let me know what you're struggling with or what you need help with, and I'll create videos on it. I'll create content on it. I'll create programs, whatever it is that you all need, all right? So that's the first thing. All right, so it's going to be a weekly podcast. It's going to be videos like this and me just teaching and educating, and probably some reactions as well, things that you all might find interesting, because I want it to be fun. I don't want this just to be a boring educational channel, something like that. I want this to be something that I enjoy, something that, I would like to see, and something that I needed, when I first got started working out, when I first got started going vegan, all right? I want to be that place where you all can come and build up a community. Next year, 2023, my goal specifically is to help affect at least 1,000 people. 1,000 people with their goals. And whatever that goal is to you, everybody don't have the same goals, but I really want to help at least 1,000 people reach their goals, and you all can define that and drop it in the comments on what you're trying to accomplish, all right? So when you all do that, that gives me more understanding of what type of content you all need in order to be successful. So the more you all can do that, the better, all right? And I also want you all to be able to share this type of content with other people that needs to hear it, all right? So tap on that like button, make sure that you hit that share, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. if you don't already. All right, if you're just finding this video randomly, if YouTube recommended it to you or whatever it may be, tap on that like and that subscribe, and I greatly appreciate that. What I'm doing right now before we get started creating this meal plan, just a quick understanding for this video specifically. When I say creating a meal plan, this is going to be about creating a vegan meal plan, a sample of 2,000 calories. All right, so if you have 2,000 calories or your fat loss calories, you can use this video and apply it to know how you can set up your meal plan, how you can set up your meals to start losing weight today. So this is some actionable things. It's not just theory, not just far off concepts. You can take this type of action plan, this type of meal plan, apply it, and start losing weight this week. All right, I know it's Thanksgiving week. But one thing I always say is, like have fun on those holidays, have fun on those birthdays, whatever that may be. But those days prior, try to stay on track, all right? And then the days after, use that one day to enjoy yourself, and then get back on track to act as if, um, you're that one day is just it. It's not like a trickle down effect. Act as if that was the opportunity for you to have those fun meals and stuff, and then we back on track with our goals. So if y'all wondering why I keep looking down, I'm just adding a little bit of my creatine. This is the Built by Plants creatine. I'm just adding that a little bit to my pre-workout powder right here. I'm taking the Built by Plants pre-workout. This is the Wild Jungle Punch. This stuff is so good. It also gives you pumped and ready for the gym if you're wondering why I'm taking it right now, because after this podcast, I'm about to go downstairs to the garage and get a good workout in. So I'm just taking that right now. I got 5 grams of creatine I just put up in there. The scooper is 5 grams. Shake it up and have that before my session. So you all know y'all can grab all of the Built by Plant supplements at bbpsups.com, or right here you see right there in the corner, builtbyplantsbrand.com. They'll take you both to the same website, and you all can get access to all of those. And if you use the coupon code BBP10, you'll be able to save 10% on all the supplements. All right, on everything in the store, in the supplement store. All right, so now that all of that is out the way, now that I got a good understanding, or you all got a good understanding of the goal for this channel moving forward, like I said, it's going to be super consistent, and I want to help as much as possible. Let's talk about today. All right, so how I'm going to be showing you all how to create your meal plan is using the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. The Pocket Coach is our app, all right, our app that we have. And I'm going to go inside of the app and show how you can set up your meal plan. Now, keep in mind, you don't need the Pocket Coach to create your own meal plan. You can literally just grab a piece of paper and map out everything I'm about to say. But, we're living in 2022. Having an app that shows you exactly what you're going to eat, your grocery list, all that stuff is making it much more consistent. And it's a system that I follow, which is the reason why I built it, because it helps me stay on track with my goals. So I'm going to show that to you all, and I'm going to share my screen so we can get into it. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen for you all. 1 second. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. I'm inside of the Built by Plants Pocket Coach, and let me make myself a little bit smaller. I'm taking up a lot of space right there. Hold on. There we go. Make myself a little bit smaller. Okay, so just so you all can know, this is the Pocket Coach. Unless you all know everything right up front. The Pocket Coach, there's a $1 trial, all right? You get 7 days to try this out for $1. After that, it's just $27 per month for access to everything. Y'all can check that out at builtbyplants.io. I'm not going to go into too much of that, but let's get right into this. So inside the Pocket Coach, this is the desktop version. There's an actual app as well, but this is the desktop version, all right? The first thing that you need, let's not even go directly into the meal plan. Let's talk about the calories specifically. The first thing that you need to understand when it comes to creating your meal plan is how many calories that you need in order to lose weight, all right, to start losing weight. Now, I am going to make some assumptions in this video, all right? I'm going to assume that you all already understand the basics. I'm going to assume, if you don't, we have a ton of other videos on the channel, and I will be doing more in the future, but this is specifically for those people that know what it takes to lose weight. They just don't know how to set up their meal plans. They don't know how to structure it out to lose weight, all right? So We're not going to go back and forth with the debating about, calories in, calories out. Like, we understand that calories is what determines whether we're losing weight or whether we're gaining weight. All right. If you're consuming too many calories, that's the reason why you're gaining weight or can't lose weight. All right. If you're in a calorie deficit, like a real one, then you're going to be losing weight regardless of what. So that's that. We're not going to talk about the specifics, ins and outs. That's that. And also get enough protein to be able to maintain your weight loss, right? Or, I'm sorry, to maintain your fat loss without losing weight, without losing muscle in the process, or at least minimizing the muscle loss in the process, all right? So that's that. Now let's figure out how many calories do you actually need in order to lose weight. This is our fat loss calculator, all right? So this is what's going to give you a good understanding of a great starting point to start losing weight. So the first thing that I'm going to do is set it up, all right? So let's just go with me, for example. All right, let's do it. Let's do a lady, all right? So we're going to pick the gender first. We're going to put in the age, okay? So let's just say 40, okay? Let's say she's 5'7". We did say 2,000 calories, though, right? So let's go with yeah, we'll keep it at a woman. We'll say she's 41. Mm, let's say 35. She's 35, and let's say she's a little bit taller. Let's say she's 5'10", and how about 5'9"? She's 5'9", 35 years old, 242 pounds. All right, so let's say 2,000 for a second. All right, 242 pounds. Okay, woman, 35 years old, 5'9", 242 pounds. Now let's talk about your activity levels because this matters, right? Your stats matter, where you're starting at, and your activity levels matter. There's a lot more stuff that matters as well that we'll talk about, but this is just to find a starting number of calories so you can start making some progress. So you can start seeing some progress on the scale. All right, and then from there we make adjustments because it's always going to need adjustments. It's never going to be one set amount of calories that you need to gain, lose, and maintain. You're always going to have to make adjustments based off of the feedback, and by feedback I mean your body fat percentage if it's going down or up, your pictures, your progress pics if you're taking them weekly, your body weight, all right, all of those details, your measurements, everything. Based off of that feedback, we make adjustments. But let's just say you spend a majority of your time sitting, right, with little to no exercise. You haven't been exercising very much at all. And your goal is to lose some weight, all right? So it's 3 steps. And this is if you have the pocket coach, you'll be able to see this. We also have a free one as well. That should be at builtbyplants.co/fat loss calculator. It should be inside of the details of the description if you don't see it. If you don't see it, actually just drop a comment. I'll send it to you. All right, so this is where we at. Goal is weight loss. These are some starting calories to start consuming so you can see some progress. All right, so 1783. All right, now you can actually have a lot more than that. You can be consuming a lot more than that, but this is just to see some progress because we know a lot of people like to see some quick progress. A lot of people don't like to see, which is the average, which is a good rate. No, they don't like to see half a pound per week or even a pound per week. All right, this is just to get the ball rolling. What we can do is we can come up here and let's say you're exercising, once or twice per week. Okay, you're doing some sort of, some sort of movement, something that's whether that's walking, whether that's treadmill, whether that's something, right? You're doing weight training, hopefully. All right, and now you can see what the calories are for those. Okay, calories 2,043. All right, so we'll roll with this. We'll stick with this. All right, let's just say you're exercising right now, or if you're not, you're going to be exercising on this program. So 2,043 calories. Now let's look at the rest of the details. For 2,043 calories, what does that look like as far as your macro split? Now, keep in mind, one thing that I always tell all of our clients, we're not going to be so focused on hitting the specific number of carbs, fats, and protein, all right? Because that's just overwhelming yourself, and honestly, it's going to cause you to stress out, and you're trying to go from not even counting your calories, not even being aware of calories, to now trying to track your calories, your protein, your carbs, and fats. So what I'm going to do is tell you, and you have to trust. Remove fats and remove carbs from your brain. All right, don't even worry about that. Just X these two out right here. Carbs and fats, because those are going to fluctuate based off of the food choices that you have within your meal plan that we're going to create. So if you set up your meal plan to where some days you have a meal that's a little bit higher, let's just say you have, more avocado, on your lunch and your dinner you have avocado, more avocados, right? That's going to bring your fats up higher. Some days you have more potatoes or rice or something like that. That's going to make your carbs higher. So these two are going to fluctuate. Only thing we need to focus on is the total amount of calories, not going over this number, all right? And then the total amount of protein, trying to roughly hit this number. Now, if you're a little bit under 2,043, fine. If you're a little bit under 153 grams of protein, that's cool. We're not going to stress about it. We're taking the least resistance path to reaching your goals, okay? So, now that we have our number, okay, we have our number that we need to hit. What we can do is go into the Pocket Coach. We're already in the Pocket Coach, but what we can do is go over to the meal plan section. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Okay. I have that open. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new meal plan. All right. So I'm going to type my custom meal plan. I'm going to say my custom 2,000 calorie meal plan. Okay. All right. So before we go and start doing that, working on that meal plan, let's head over to the virtual kitchen. Now, inside of the Pocket Coach, the virtual kitchen is where we have all of our recipes. Okay. Any recipes that you've seen me make, any recipes that you've seen Raina make, they're all listed right here inside of the virtual kitchen. All right. Now, the virtual kitchen is just another part of the Pocket Coach. So, any recipes that you see up in here, you can have. All right. There are no good foods. There are no bad foods, no good meals, no bad meals. There are just meals with different macronutrients and micronutrient profiles, meaning some meals have higher micronutrient profiles or higher in vitamins and minerals. Some meals have higher protein amounts. Some meals are higher in carbs, some higher in fats. It's all about the overall meals that you have throughout that full day. All right. Just because you have a cookie doesn't mean that you're not going to lose weight. Right? What else did you have in addition to that cookie? Did you stay within your calories when you had that cookie? All of these different things matter. All right. So keep in mind that there is no good foods, no bad foods. There are just foods, just meals that have different micronutrient profiles. All right. Different macro and micronutrient profiles, different nutrition profiles. So we're going to be looking through these meals and seeing what we want to add. We have a lot of different things to choose from. Let's say we want to check out the strawberry banana milkshake. Let's see what it has inside of there. When you pull up the meal plan, when you pull up that specific meal, it'll show you the details. So it'll show you the calories for that meal. It'll show you the equipment needed, and it'll show you the ingredients, it'll show you the instructions, and then even a video of how to actually make that meal. All right, and the shakes are pretty simple. And then it also links to any products that are used. So with this specific one, we use the Built by Plants vegan vanilla protein powder. So this is the vanilla ice cream flavor that we have in the back of us, behind us, should I say. All right, so that I have a link to that for you to go directly there and just make the purchase. You just tap on a link and it take you directly to the website, so you can make that purchase if needed, or if you have your own protein powder, cool. Now let's just say I really like this, all right, and let's say I want to have this every single day, Monday through Friday at least, should I say, every single weekday. You see right here where it says servings, we can just hover over that and we can say for 5 people. Now it says you're making it for 5 people, and then it gives you, if you notice, when I scroll this bar right here, if you look at the ingredients, you can see that they are adjusting. All right, the ingredients are adjusting as I'm going up and down, because it's letting you know how many total amounts you need, how much total amount you need to make that for that amount of people. Now in our case, this isn't going to be for 5 people. This is going to be for 5 days. All right, So this is you making the amount that you need to have this for 5 days. Now you don't necessarily have to do it that way. Okay, you can just leave it on one. All right, and then just have it for that day. Now what we can do inside of each individual uh, food option or each individual recipe is just tap right here on add to plan. We can select the meal plan we want to add this to. So I'm going to select my custom 2000 calorie meal plan. Okay, and then I can go to the plan and it show right here that I've added that recipe. Okay, now the one thing I am going to do, I forgot, I should copy the current one. All right, so let me go back. Let me copy this name. Go back to my plans. Okay. Go up in here. And what I'm going to do, give me 1 second. Let me go back. I'm going to change the name. Oops. My custom 2000 calorie meal plan. Because something that you can do so you don't have to build it out from scratch completely is just copy one of the current ones that you have. All right, so we're going to copy this one. This is a meal plan that's already designed, but we can copy it so that we can just change what we need. Now, let's just get right into how the meal plan actually looks. So this is how your meal plan will look once you go there. All right, so let me go back and show y'all how we got there. All right, so let's just say we're on the virtual kitchen still. We can tap over here to my meal plan, and we can tap on my custom meal plan. And now we can see every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. All right, so this is how your meal plan will be laid out for you to see what you're eating every single day of the week. And you can have as much variety or simplicity as you want that's based off of your preference. Now for Monday, all right, let's go back and remember, keep in mind, we have our total calories right here. We know what we need to stay within. We need to stay within 2,043 calories. Now let's just say for Monday, we want to start picking our meal plan. So we're going to remove these fluffy pancakes and we're going to add that strawberry milkshake that we saw. I'm going to tap right there. And now I have that for breakfast. Okay. And then this is a very simple meal right here. This is, we actually have a video on the YouTube channel showing how to make this. This is the Easy Pro Pack bowl. All right, so it's just basically a protein bowl. You can see it's 530 calories. All right, got the ingredients for me, got the instructions for me, show me exactly how to make it, about how long it's going to take me, all of that good stuff. So I think I'm going to leave that for my lunch. And then for dinner, I think I'm going to change that because I don't want the tacos. I want something that's a little bit more fun. I think I want some mac and cheese. So I'm going to add the vegan mac and cheese. Okay. So I can kind of see where I'm at. Now, I see that, okay, for Monday, I have a strawberry banana milkshake for breakfast. I have the Pro Pack bowl for lunch. And then I have some vegan mac and cheese for dinner. Now I can even go in and I can add some snacks. Okay, so let's just say I want another shake. I want something that's a little bit more nutritious though. So I want to add the green protein power breakfast smoothie. And it's just called the breakfast smoothie. You can have that for any time, whenever you want. All right, so that's one of my snacks. And I see that the calories are adding up on Monday. I have 4 things in here so far. I have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I have another shake for a snack. And I still have roughly about 200 calories left. If you see that right there, I have about 200 calories left right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in one more snack. All right. I think I can fit one more snack up in there. I'm going to go ahead and choose some fruits or something like that. Let's see. Let's add a serving of melon. Okay. And look, I'm still under my calories. So that's a full day of eating right there. For breakfast on Monday, I have my strawberry banana milkshake. All right. And that's only about 270 something calories. I have my Easy Pro Pack burrito bowl. All right, that's about 500 calories. I have my vegan mac and cheese. Let's see how many calories that is. That's 687 calories. Oops. For the vegan mac and cheese. I have my green protein breakfast smoothie. That is 322 calories. And then I have my melon. All right, my serving of melon, which is 500 grams of melon. That's 150 calories. So that is a full day of eating right there. And you can kind of see what the numbers are. Now let's go back to our fat loss calculator. And we see that it's 2,043 calories for the day. And we also have 153 grams of protein. Now, did we stay within those numbers? Yes, we did. We have 1,951 calories, and then we have 151.8 grams of protein. That is excellent. That is an excellent day, right, for your meal plan. Now, from here, you can go in and you can add more meals. You can get more creative, and we will fill this out. We will go through this, but you can get more creative with what type of meals you want to add. Feel free to just open up another tab and go back to the virtual kitchen and see what else just take a browse because we add new meals every single month, whether it's snacks, desserts, lunches, dinners, whatever it may be. We add new things, so feel free just to come up in here and just see what else is in there. All right, so you can see the pineapple fried rice, which is an amazing dish. This is 751 calories. All right, you got the how-to video down there, the ingredients and such, and you can make this. You can add this to a day. All right, so this is, let's just say you're on this specific recipe. All right, and you're like, this looks great. I want to actually add this to my meal plan. So I'm going to add to plan, select my plan, my custom 2,000 calorie meal plan. I'm gonna have it for Tuesday, and then I'm gonna have it for lunch. Okay. Got that for lunch. Now, when I go back here, I can open this up and I can see that it's been added for lunch for me. So for Tuesday lunch. Now I'm going to remove this dinner or this lunch. Okay, so for Tuesday so far, let's see. We have the green protein breakfast smoothie. We have the vegan pineapple fried rice, and then for dinner we have the BBP sweet potato berry salad, and then we also have a berry mango jungle smoothie. Now, keep in mind we are over those calories. Okay, we're about 100, a little bit over 100 calories over. All right. So what we can do is just make some adjustments. We can remove something. We can remove this berry smoothie, and that'll put us down, right? And now we're under those calories, so we can add something else that doesn't have as many calories. So maybe we add some more melon, okay? Or maybe we add another fruit. Let's say we want strawberries. Now we have, a serving of strawberries, right? And you can see that, okay, well, now I'm still under those calories, so let me add 2 servings. And you'll hit this plus right here, and that'll make it for, it says 2 persons, but it says 2 servings, okay? So that's how we go about that. That's how we go about creating our meal plan, creating it so that we understand what we're eating, we know how many calories we have for that day, and we know those numbers that we need to hit. Now, keep in mind, for some days, some meals have more protein than others. So if we look right here, we see that we're pretty much under the amount of protein that we need for this specific day. It's supposed to be about 150 grams of protein. We're only at 77. So what we may want to do is, make some adjustments. Maybe we don't have this sweet potato berry salad, okay? Maybe we remove that, and maybe we have a different meal for that dinner. Let's see. We can go in. We can add the vegan beef and asparagus. All right, so that boosts us up all the way to 119 calories. All right, now you don't have to hit these numbers exactly, but you want to stay roughly in a nice area within there. Okay, get as close as possible, really. So maybe since we have, another 400 calories, about another 300 calories, we add in another, let's just say, a shake or something like that. And let's see what that gets us. 1855, okay, and 143 grams of protein. So are y'all starting to see how this works? How you can go in here, you can build your own meal plan. And keep in mind, it's about those numbers when it comes to the fat loss, okay? Now you also want to make sure there are some other things that you keep in mind. Now, all the reason why we can just look at the numbers is because all of the meals inside of the Pocket Coach are built specifically to help you hit those micronutrients, hit your macronutrients. All right, so it's about just making adjustments. They all have veggies and the correct, number of vitamins per meal and such that we need. That's already structured out, so it makes it a little bit easier. But even if you don't have the Pocket Coach, you can still do this on your own. You can still go in and write out what it is that you can have um, to work out as long as it's fitting within your calories. All right. Now, the benefit of the Pocket Coach is because all of the calories are already mapped out for the meals. If you was doing this from scratch, or if you just online just trying to find some recipes that you like, you'll still have to add those in to see if they match the calories that you need. All right, if you have to figure out your calories and make sure that those foods match and track it all. But these are already worked out, and they're already macro friendly recipes with the right amount of protein, so you can just literally just click through and see what you do like, and then just add it to your meal plan. So that's the overall goal. That's one of those main things that we want to try to get in. So let's get back up in here. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Now, what I'm going to do is speed through a few of these, okay, so we can get to the next part, which is really important, which is your grocery list, okay? That's something that you do need. All right, so, and keep in mind, like this right here. So let's see, what are our fat loss calories? Um, 2043. Let's just say throughout the full week, you're under the calories, all right? So this is 1951, which is under, all right? And this one is 2049, all right? And the calories are 2043. Is this going to keep you from losing weight because you're 6 calories over? Absolutely not. You will still continue to lose weight even if you're over a few calories because the day before you were under those calories. Okay, so don't stress out too much if you're over some days or you have an extra snack or something like that. Just keep in mind this is a long term process and it's about collecting data. All right, after that 1 week, weigh in, get your numbers, take a look at everything, see where you're at, and that's how you make adjustments. Okay, so um, let's take a look at our Wednesday. Our Wednesday looks good. For breakfast, we got some protein, some let's see, remove this one. We got some easy vegan stir fry. Let's go back in and add that penne, but add it correctly. Okay, bam. We got a penne dinner, penne pasta dinner, and then a berry mango. All right, and then we go through some more. We scroll down. We see right here for Thursday, we're over those calories. We're at 2319. So we need to make some adjustments, okay? So maybe we'll delete this chicken tofu and we'll add something lighter. All right, we'll find a salad or something. Something that we know has some lighter calories. Let's go with the vegan bomb protein salad. All right, so that gets us under 1932 calories with 105 grams of protein. And you notice every time that I do this, I'm literally ignoring the carbs, I'm ignoring the fats. All right, that's not that important. We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to worry about that. They usually work themselves out when we focus on the calories and then the protein. Okay, unless there's some specific reason like you're carb sensitive or you got some sort of condition or something like that, there really isn't a huge reason if you just focused on fat loss and health to really dial in and make sure you're hitting a specific number of carbs, a specific number of fats, unless it just helps you feel better or something like that when you have maybe less carbs or higher fats or something like that. As long as you're getting roughly about 25 to 30 grams of fats per day, you're good. But as you can see, if you look at the meals up here, just by default, by picking some meals, we're over there, right? We're not gonna worry about um, getting 25 to 30 grams of fats because that's going to happen by default because all of the meals are designed with the correct amount of carbs, fats, and proteins to be very efficient for fat loss and building muscle. Okay, so let's see here. Our Thursday is looking pretty good. We got some authentic French toast. We got some vegan bomb protein salad. All right. We got a chicken tofu and rice dish. And then we have a berry mango. Okay. Now for Friday, we need to make some adjustments because we ain't eating all this pizza. All right, but you can see that you can have some really fun dishes. If you take a look here, I'm gonna just move this up for breakfast, and you can see that for breakfast, we're gonna do an easy vegan stir fry veggie or veggie stir fry. Um, we got that repeat from the day before because you're probably gonna make a lot of it. The vegan bomb protein salad, and then for dinner, you have a low calorie thin crust vegan pizza, and we actually have that video on this channel. So if you check out the channel, scroll through, you'll be able to find that recipe where we did the thin crust pizza, and then you got the green protein power breakfast smoothie. All right, so you can see the calories are pretty low for that day. You know, if you want, you can even make two pizzas. All right, and that'll still keep you under your calories. So this is how you play around and have fun with your meal plan. Most importantly, most importantly, let me get back up here full screen. Where we at? This episode is sponsored by. Whoops, not time for that yet. Most importantly, keep in mind, um, it is really important to enjoy the plan that you're eating. Okay, that's one of the main reasons. One of the main things that I talk about all the time is making sure that you enjoy the foods that you're eating. We have lots of pasta dishes, you know, with things like chickpea pasta that are higher in protein, um, higher in just really good ingredients that you would probably be eating already because it's chickpeas, right? So it's made from chickpeas. You'll be eating chickpeas anyways. So things that you can enjoy that are still giving you those nutrients that you need. Everybody loves pizza. If you don't love pizza, you love pasta. If you don't love pasta, you love tacos, right? If you don't love tacos, you probably like pancakes or something like that. So having those things built into your meal plan, but that are switching the ingredients from animal products to plant-based products, or from less healthier products to more healthier, more nutrient dense products, it just helps you stick with the diet a little bit longer because you're getting those nutrients that you need, but the meals themselves are shaped in things that you are used to eating, right? So hopefully you all are getting a grasp of why this is so important, why this is so important to have meal plans that are designed with foods that you actually do enjoy, foods that you actually are motivated to eat. So far we've worked out our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with our calories, and keep in mind the calories for this example is 2,043 calories with 153 grams of protein, and we have that so far on our Monday, 1951, Tuesday, 2049, Wednesday, 2010 calories. All right, Thursday we are at 1939. What is this? Friday we are at 1839. So let's get to our Saturday. So Saturday, a little bit more fun. All right, we're gonna have a little bit more fun. For breakfast, we'll have the vegan fluffy pancakes. All right, so that'll be breakfast. We are not gonna repeat that for lunch. For lunch, we'll go back to our salad because after having those pancakes, you do want to get in some veggies. You do want to get something in that's a little bit more nutritious for you. All right. Then for dinner on Saturday, you can have the easy lentil soup, something that's very filling. It's warm. What warm? It's colder now, right? We're technically still in fall. Honestly, just a fun fact. For whatever reason, winter technically does not start until December 21st. You can look that up. That's the actual fact. I'm not saying you won't feel like winter, but winter technically doesn't start until December 21st. So y'all can check that out. Um, but it's real. It's still technically fall, even though it might be cold where you're at. So we have the easy lentil soup, get you warmed up, make you feel really nice, all right? And then we can have the crunchy chickpea snack, all right? So these are basically like our version of popcorn. Throw them in the oven, they taste amazing. And keep in mind, when you click on every recipe, all right, open up every recipe, it's going to give you those calories so you know what you're taking in, okay? So look, this is the fun thing right here. This says 967 calories. For most people, that would make you think, whoa, I can't have that. I can't eat that. That's 967 calories. Well, if your calories for the full day are 2,043, right? 967 of those for the soup is not that bad. Now, keep in mind, this is really supposed to be split within 2 days, so you probably won't be able to eat that much, right? This is supposed to be split between 2 days or two meals or two people, however you want to do it, right? So you technically really be only having, about 450 or something like that, right? Or 447, 477, something like that, right? But when you have a meal plan that's designed, the other meals that you're going to have that specific day, the pancakes, the salad, the chickpea pasta, when they're designed around fitting around that salad, so you can, no, I'm sorry, fitting around that lentil soup, so you can still have that. It works, okay? And then we'll wrap up on Sunday. We'll have a repeat of those fluffy vegan pancakes. We have a green smoothie, and then wrap it up with a little bit of a fun dish. We have some thin crust pizza. And keep in mind, this thin crust pizza recipe is on this YouTube page. All right. And then we'll have something. Let's just say we want a fun dish for a snack, since we have a lot of calories. We can do the cheat meal. We call it a cheat meal, but it's really just oatmeal with some chocolate. So we'll have that. All right. So that gives our calories to 17 and 98 for that day. Now, we don't built out this whole, and this is for somebody that's like, I need something different every day, right? Because there are a lot of people like that. They feel like they can't stick to nothing unless they have a different meal every day, every meal, which I don't necessarily recommend or agree with, because it's too much. It's too much, especially if you're if you have a specific goal that you're going after. But just so you all can see that it's possible, that's why we built it out like this. Now, when you have these many different meals, you clearly need a meal plan, right? I'm sorry, yeah, you need a meal plan, but you clearly need a grocery list. So inside of the Pocket Coach, after you build out your meal plan, or you have us build it for you, because that's an option as well. If you don't want to go in and do this yourself, we can build it for you. All right, you come over here to this corner, and you tap on shopping list. You open up the shopping list. Now you can pick the days that you want to shop for. All right, you want to shop for your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can do that. Or if you want to shop for every day, you just make sure that you're selecting all. And then from there, we tap on generate shopping list, and it's going to generate a full list, organized, categorized based off of all of those foods that we chose, all of those meals that we chose from the virtual kitchen. Everything is categorized. It's based off of, protein, for example, pasta, nuts, seeds, milks, grains, all those things that you need. All right. And the reason why the list is so long is because there's so many different things that we chose, right? But it can be much simpler, more simple. So you can have the same thing to eat every single day. You can structure it out however you want to structure it out. But now you can see this is from A to Z, how to create your own meal plan and make it as simple as possible. So we started out with how many calories we needed. We figured it out based off of the gender, age, height, weight, activity levels, and your goal. Okay. Now there are some other factors that can go into it, but this is about just getting started. This is about figuring out how can I just get started and not worry about all the details. Make adjustments as you go. Don't worry about if everything is included. Don't worry about like all those smaller things. Don't worry about like sodium and all these other things that don't really matter when it comes to actual fat loss. Focus on what matters. When it comes to fat loss, what matters is your total amount of calories you're consuming, and making adjustments to those so you can still continue to lose weight over time as you start to lose more weight. The total amount of protein that you're consuming, so that you can make sure that you're prioritizing maintaining your muscle mass and even building muscle mass if you're training, all right, resistance training, weight training in a gym, and not losing it in the process. Don't worry about the fats. Literally put an X through that as long as you're hitting about 25 grams per day, which you will do by default when you're using the meals from the virtual kitchen, or if you're making your own. And don't worry about the carbs. Right, these two right here, fats and carbs, those are going to fluctuate based off the food choices that you're making. So if you have more avocados, you have more nuts and seeds that day, you're going to have a little bit higher fats. If you have more potatoes, you have more quinoa, you have more whatever it may be, beans or something like that, the carbs are going to be up a little bit more. More rice, the carbs are going to be up. It doesn't matter as long as your total calories for the day are set and your total amount of protein that you're taking in is good to go. That's what matters when it comes to losing weight. All right. So again, this is the Pocket Coach. There are other ways to do it. If you don't have the Pocket Coach, like I said, you can head over to builtbyplants.io and try out the Pocket Coach for a dollar for 7 days. All right. And like I said, after that, it's just $27 per month. You'll love it. Everybody has it, loves it. It's one of the things that help you make progress and keep making progress over the course of time. It's one of those tools that is just so helpful, and it's just like a no-brainer. Why not have it? But aside from that, that's the simplest way to get started with creating your own meal plan for weight loss, right? The simplest path for that. And again, the reason why I'm showing it with the pocket goals is because it's the easiest way, the easiest route. You can do this with download my Fitness Pal. You can create your own meals. You want to create your own meal plan. With each meal, prioritize your protein. Find a source of protein. All right, whether that's tofu, whether that's seitan, lentils, protein powder or something. Find a source of protein. All right, it don't have to be with the pocket goals. Find a source of protein. Next, after that, prioritize 2 to 3 servings of veggies. At minimum, you should be having veggies with every meal, right? At least for your lunch and your dinner. Find some source of veggies. I don't care if it's asparagus. Find your favorite and experiment. Use this as an experimentation phase. Find some broccoli. And again, when I say find some broccoli, I really mean that. There are different kinds of broccoli. You probably didn't know that. But if you go to like an Asian grocery store, you'll see there's Chinese broccoli. There's all type of things. Things that you probably have never heard of that will change your life. Trust me, there's so many different type of plants and things like that that you have not tried that I didn't even know about until I went vegan. I should say like a year or two into being vegan, and I'm still learning to this day. Go into these different ethnic grocery stores, and you'll see so many different things that you have never heard of that are amazing, that are staples in my diet to this day. You know how many type of bok choy there are? So many, and they are all so good. I can't say I haven't tried them all yet, but there are a lot. And when you put veggies on a skillet, right? Add a little bit if you're trying to get used to eating veggies, throw a little vegan butter on there. This is one of the situations where I don't mind if you use a little bit of oil, if you use a little bit of butter, if you're just trying to get used to eating more veggies. Forget it. Don't focus on the calories in that point. If you just need to eat more veggies in your diet, don't focus on the calories, just focus on enjoying the taste. So add a little bit of vegan butter, the earth balance, or a little bit of olive oil or something like that, and saute it, right? Saute it, get you some bok choy, some spinach, or some broccoli, saute it in there in the skillet. Now, when I say a little bit, I really mean a little bit, not a lot. But saute the veggies in the skillet, add your favorite seasonings, pink salt, add some garlic, add some sazon. I'm always going to say add sazon because that's like the go-to at this point now. Raina got me hooked on that. But add some of these flavors and make that veggie more flavorful, right? Make those veggies more flavorful so you can enjoy it. Trust me, it'll change your life. It'll make you think about veggies a whole different way. When they sauteed and they're cooked the right way and they got that flavor in them, it's just like a different experience, and you'll be hooked on it. It'll be your new favorite snack, and they so low in calories and they so filling that trust me, try it out. Maybe I'll do another video in the kitchen where we're talking about that stuff, but really just try it out, experiment, figure out what it is that you like. All right, so have veggies with every meal, different ones, different kinds. Find a carb source that you like, whether that's potatoes, whether that's rice, um, you know, quinoa, whatever it may be. Find a carb source that works for you, that you can enjoy, right? A good energy source. And then after that, just have fun. Try different meals. Put it in a burrito. Put it in a taco. All right, burrito bowls. Have whatever style of meal that you want to have. However you want to wrap that up. Try it out. Have fun with it. Use this as your experimentation phase for creating your meal plan. There's no limits. There's no one way of eating, and there's different methods that you can go. And maybe we'll open up the pocket codes next time and show some of the different methods of eating. Whether that's like the intermittent fasting. We'll do some examples of that. As you can see, this was 3 meals a day with 1 or 2 snacks, right? Um, so that's how you can create a meal plan with 2,000 calories roughly with having 3 meals, 2 snacks and such. My preferred method is intermittent fasting. That's just what I'm used to. I'm used to not eating in the morning really. If I do, I'll have like some fruit or something like that, something light. But it'll usually be like around 11, which is um, close to noon, but that's rare. I'm just so used to not eating it. Actually, right now it's 1 p.m. 1:51 p.m. CST. I haven't eaten yet. I'm not even hungry to be honest. But that's just how I'm programmed to be honest. So yeah, there's different methods. Maybe I'll show some example meal plans of how I structure out my meals, so you all can get an example of just different ways of eating There's no, if someone tells you that you have to eat this way, you have to eat 5 meals a day, you have to eat 7 meals a day, they're lying, or they're just trying to push their agenda, right? And you got to understand that there's different methods for different people. If you work a job or you traveling all the time, actually one of our newest clients just came on, and um, she has a full-time job, and then I believe, or she has a job, I believe it's part-time, and then she's also a flight attendant part-time, right? So she's traveling all the time. She's moving around, and she said her trainer in the gym before she came to us was trying to tell her that she got to have 5 meals per day. All right, and they gave her like this, you know, example like sample meal plan, and I'm like, okay, well, and she asked me like, is it sustainable? Like, can she do this? Like, what do I think about it? And I'm like, it's possible, but it's more about what works for you. Like, do you think having 5 meals per day is sustainable for you? Working your first job and then also being a flight attendant and traveling from this state to that state and having to make all these different meals or work in all these different meals, or is having something like maybe intermittent fasting more efficient for you, or just 3 meals a day, right? And maybe a snack when you can. Like, figure out, try all of them. Try the 5 meals per day. See if see how you feel on it, right? Maybe it's too much eating, right? Maybe you don't like smaller meals. Maybe you want bigger meals that make you feel full, so you can go a longer period of time without having to worry about food, but you're still hitting the calories that you need and not going over those calories and not binging at night, right? So it's about experimenting, figuring out what actually works for you based off of how you consume food, based off of your schedule, based off of what you got going on day to day, based off of what you're going through. There's a lot of different concepts, and there's a lot of different things that come into play when it comes to creating your meal plan, right? And it may change from time to time. I used to like 3 meals a day with, 1 or 2 snacks. I used to enjoy that, and then I realized, oh well, I think I feel better when I don't eat breakfast, because after eating breakfast, it didn't matter what it was that I ate, I felt a little bit sluggish. Even if it was just like, salads and stuff like that from time to time, or just some veggies, I still just didn't like that feeling, right, after a while. So I stopped eating, and then I pushed my first meal to later on, and it made me feel better. Right? It made me, I operated better based off of that. And then I went back to having, 3 meals a day sometimes, like on the weekends. Even now, every once in a while, maybe like every 3 months or something like that, I'll have, um, breakfast on the weekends, on a Saturday. Get up and make some pancakes, or make some, French toast or something like that, or have some just eggs if I want to, or something fun. Have a stir fry, veggie stir fry, or something like that. It just depends, right? But figuring out what you can stick to for a period of time that's going to help you reach your goals that you want, and then after you reach those goals, that you actually do enjoy eating that way. So it's not a period where you're just doing this inconvenient thing for a period of time to hit a certain weight goal and then go back to eating the way that you were eating, because then that's going to cause you to gain that weight back if you didn't actually like the way you were eating, because you're going to go back to how you were eating previously, and the way you were eating previously wasn't compatible compatible to the body that you want, right? Because you had to change from that in order to accomplish the body goals. So figure out a way that you can actually enjoy eating, that's sustainable, that's enjoyable, that you can adhere to for the long term, but also gives you the nutrients that you need, also helps you stick within your calorie total, so that you can make sure that you are reaching your goals, and that you don't feel like you're sacrificing life, right? So that you don't feel like you're not eating the things that you want to eat. So those are just some of the things to keep in mind. Hopefully this was helpful for you all. Hopefully that was an example of how you can create your meal plan and develop something that you can stick to. I really hope that that was beneficial for you all. If you all need help with creating meal plans, or if you all need help with just coaching in general, you need someone to guide you through that process, a team of individuals that's going to be there to map all this stuff out for you and show you how to get from A to Z, or A to B, however you want to structure it out. You all can head to builtbyplantscoaching.com, or that's tap the link in the description. There's an option for that, and schedule a coaching call, and we will look and take a look at your situation, figure out what's going on right now, what your schedule is like, what's causing you to not reach those goals, Whether you're trying to transition to a plant-based diet, or maybe you've been plant-based for years, you've been vegan for years and still can't accomplish the body goals that you want, right? Or whatever it may be, you can't figure it out, you need some assistance, tap the link, schedule a call, and we'd love to be able to help you out. All right, other than that, builtbyplantsbrand.com for all of our supplements, builtbyplants.io to get a $1 trial for 7 days to join the Pocket Coach, experience everything that I just showed you all on this call. And we will be doing more demonstrations as far as using the Pocket Coach, just showing some of the different things that's within there because it's so valuable. And like I mentioned, 2023, my main goal is to help 10,000 people at least. I said 10,000, that's a nice number, but I want to start with at least 1,000 specifically within 2023. Why did I mess up so bad? 1,000 specifically in 2023. All right, so that's a big goal of mine. We got close this year. We got close, but 2023, I think that's one of our main things. To have 1,000 transformations, not just help, but like 1,000 transformations. Doesn't matter if that's a mental transformation, physical, health-wise, energy-wise, whatever that specific goal may be to you. All right. So tap the link in the description, see how we can help you all, and we will catch you all in the next one. Peace. This episode is sponsored by Built by Plant Supplements, the elite plant-based nutrition supplement company. Provides you with support for all of your goals, whether that's building muscle, losing fats, improving your performance in the gym, and getting some great night rest. All right. So if you're tired of people asking you constantly, where do you get your protein? Tell them bbpsubs.com. Come over and grab you some vegan protein powder, chocolate frosty flavored. 110 calories per serving with 22 grams of protein. And if you don't like chocolate, we got a vanilla ice cream as well. You get your pre-workout powder so you can be a beast in the gym, and the creatine to support that muscle growth, all right? And if you really need some great night rest, go ahead and grab you some nightcaps. Good melatonin, gonna help you be knocked out, not waking up in the middle of the night, none of that bad stuff, all right? So bbpsubs.com, use the checkout code BBP10 and save 10% off your whole order. On top of that, free shipping over any order over $75. bbpsubs.com. Let's get back to the episode.